Thinking back on the games I enjoyed when I was younger makes me wonder if people like myself were the impetus for the return of the roguelike genre. Whether it was long-form RPGs such as Final Fantasy IV, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, or Pokemon Red version, mechanically grueling games such as Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 or Crash Team Racing, or simulators such as Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 and Monster Rancher 2, the games I played involved little in the way of luck. At all times, the game was an impartial arbiter of my knowledge and skill, mercilessly unforgiving and unrelentingly fair. Only after wolfing down Faster Than Light and The Binding of Isaac have I discovered what I'll call the roguelike fantasy, and come to appreciate its application in ASFFG 123's Little Wargame map, Hero Arena 3v3. At its core, the roguelike fantasy is the illusion that you, the player, already know enough to do better. Reach more levels, defeat more enemies, beat the game, but you simply need either a little more good luck or a little less bad luck next run. The randomization of enemies, gear, treasure, and levels offer the promise of improvement each run while masking the experience, skills, and knowledge that the player incrementally gains that will eventually let them progress. In short, the grinding normally rewarded on the back end of the playing experience is rewarded during each session, and while Hero Arena 3v3 can't be considered a roguelike, it nails the roguelike fantasy perfectly. Hero Arena 3v3 is a hero battler for up to 6 players that pits 2 teams against one another, following their selection of one of among 30 plus heroes on a hilly battlefield, emphasizing scouting and vision control over your opponents. While all players have 45 seconds to select their hero, the map already encourages players to play a second round as they only get to experience the gameplay of 6 distinct heroes at most for any one game. The inspiration and abilities for these heroes are as varied as they are outlandish. While the engineer from Team Fortress 2, LeBlanc and Vigar from League of Legends, Reaper from StarCraft 2, and Sans from Undertale fill in the ranks, who wouldn't want to wage war as Gordon Ramsay, complete with an attack called It's Raw that poisons your enemies to death? Add in heroes that can revive themselves from the dead, summon fire or boulders, duplicate, create mech suits, fire and reload a la first-person shooter, or evolve outright, and it becomes apparent that the reward for playing Hero Arena 3v3 is as much exploring its set of possible playing pieces as it is in facing the enemy team. In fact, it's the 3v3 nature of the map that delivers on the luck element in the roguelike fantasy. With no skill-centered structures such as a ladder or matchmaking rating system guiding towards a balanced match, the strength of a random team is just that, random. While players may suffer a crushing loss, replaying the map might find their teammates stronger or their opponents weaker. When combined with high replayability generated by short games typically less than 5 to 7 minutes in length, team turnover allows players to reignite the fires if only as they join for round 2, 3, 6, 11, and beyond. It's a testament to the excellence and enjoyability of the map that it's played despite showing a few areas in need of improvement. As a general rule, the map's issues stem from visuals that become more apparent the more a player has become accustomed to the game. The lifetime, HP, and mana bars for most heroes don't clear above their head, and it interferes with readability. And while the map is serviceable from a battler perspective, it's also barren of doodads or interesting features. Finally, the large hero count means that the images for each one start to overlap, with many heroes sharing the same skin and further hindering readability. While balance would also appear to innately be a problem in a mod with over 30 heroes, I'm willing to count it as a feature rather than a fault. If you enjoy the roguelike fantasy and haven't already done so, give Binding of Isaac and Faster Than Light a try on Steam and remember to play cards responsibly. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm going to play Hero Arena 3v3. I feel lucky today.